At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Vibra live stream. Wanted to cover something different today. Want to switch it up and talk about some of the XRPL gems that we've came across over the last couple months. We're in the middle of a bear market right now. Looking, oh my God. So I've cursed the crypto bubbles officially. Every time I come on here, we're blood red, and I don't see a green bubble anywhere on the screen. So this is not a time to, go crazy. It's time to kind of sit back, just let things play out. This whole FTX debacle that's going on, playing out in front of us right now. I mean, who knows? This is, wow, down with the $15, sitting now at 15.84. Crazy. I was looking at it last night and it was like $21. And we are dumping hard. What's up, Mobius, Tin Top? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate the support. And yeah, this is I mean, on the weekly, Matic, they got a lot going on with their partnerships, Starbucks, Meta. So not surprising to see that. But other than that, it's not looking good. We got just blood everywhere, but that's all right. It's not a time to panic. This is a time to start exploring other avenues, other ecosystems, and we all need to really come together as one in crypto right now. I mean, it's so important that we don't just all bicker back and forth and lose sight of the bigger picture, what's going on. The SEC, what Sam Bankman-Fried's doing. There's a lot going on that is not going to favor DeFi and what we like on this channel, which is passive income, putting your money to work, decentralized finance. And with what they're trying to do and kill all of DeFi is not good. But we're not going to talk about that today. We're going to keep things positive and positive for me today. There you go, Mobius. Election day, I'm not voting, but I'm here to talking crypto and going over some XRPL stuff today. So for anyone that does not know, the Zoom wallet is basically the MetaMask of the XRP ledger. It is by far the number one wallet on there. It's where all the coins are. It's where you go to set up your trust lines. Did FTX? As of yet, they did not. Tin Top. I believe I had heard that they potentially were going to, if it got bad, but as of right now, I don't believe so. Sam Bankman-Fried said everything is good, but I believe Binance they're dumping $2 billion worth, so I wouldn't be surprised to see the coin tank down to probably $10 ish. But I just see Sam Bankman-Fried being so connected that I don't think he's going to fail. I don't see him being able to approve Voyager and Celsius, all that going through, and then FTX failing. Maybe like Alameda goes under or something, but out of all of this, one entity is going to arise from FTX, Voyager, and Celsius. So it's either way, I'm staying away from it. I don't use FTX. We only use Bitstamp, Gemini, and Coinbase up here in New York. I know FTX is legal, but out of principle, I just stay away from it. And honestly, if it does go to zero, I wouldn't care. But I just hope people that have money on there get it off, and it's not us that get hurt. It's actually VC money and corporate money that gets flushed down the drains, and not just retail customers like Voyager and Celsius, which just prey on a certain demographic. But anyway, back to the XRP ledger. So Zoom Wallet, that's where you go to download the app to get all your trust lines to start interacting with DeFi on the XRP ledger. And the 5 or 6 coins that I picked out today, that these are all coins that I own myself, and I've been keeping an eye on them for a while now. And those are Sologenic, Coreum, Equilibrium Games, Elysian, Casino Coin, and Chorus X. And they're all unique in their own way. What up, Erwin? Shout out, Facing Reality. You're a legend. Sologenic, we'll start up there, sitting at 27 cents. The coin launched last year, right in the peak of the bull market, and shot up kind of unorganically from like 50 cents. What was it down here? 50 cents ish up to like $6. Obviously bull runs, crazy things happen, but the coin now has finally started to consolidate, capitulate, and maybe starting to trend upwards. So how Sologenic works is, once you set up the trust line in your Zoom wallet, you go in there, you set up, you obviously have to send in some XRP. You have to send 10, I believe, to enable your wallets to get them working. And once you do that, it costs a couple XRP to set your trust line up. You get it back if you do close it. So Sologenic, what you do is send in XRP to the wallet, and then you can exchange right in there. It's super easy. But I like this project for a couple reasons. Number one is the passive income. To me, that is the most important thing in crypto. Are your coins paying you? Or are they just sitting there on your ledger or in a hardware wallet? We don't keep anything on exchanges. As we can see with FTX, I mean, any day now they could freeze withdrawals and your money's stuck. So do not keep money on exchanges unless you're getting. Obviously, we need to use them, but it's on and off as quick as possible. But Sologenic, what they're trying to tackle in their use case is unbelievable. So what they're trying to tokenize stocks and bonds and all kinds of assets across, I believe, 40 markets. So you're starting to see this from Goldman Sachs, from the big players, tokenizing real assets and bringing value to stuff that is valueless, pretty much. Stuff like the Statue of Liberty. It has value, but how do you extract liquidity out of stuff like that? And that's where tokenizing assets is going to come into play massively in the future. And these guys are also trying to tokenize stocks and other assets, ETFs, commodities. So this is a game changer for what they're trying to do. And also, along with the use case, they airdrop you Coreum every month, which Coreum is a new layer 1 that is coming out in January. Mainnet launches, but for the last 12 months, just for holding Sologenic, you get airdropped Coreum every month. So it's basically a passive income generating vehicle. That's how I look at it, and that's how I try to approach all cryptos. Hex, you stake it, you get your T shares. Now we have our Hedron, we're able to mint for free. That can now be staked to earn ICOSA. So just that wheel of passive income is, to me, what I seek. And with Solo and Coreum, you have that passive income where Sologenic is pretty much bottomed out. From the madness in the bull run, look at the last 3 months, we just trended down. And there's a unique trait that Sologenic has, is that it's deflationary. So there's only 400 million coins that were released. There was 200 million initially, and then 200 million got airdropped to current holders. But they are now burning Sologenics with every transaction. So I know there's been around 600,000 burned. So this is the supply on CoinMarketCap is actually wrong. It's actually 399, 400 around there. But that's big because along with tokenizing all the stocks and assets and commodities, they also have a massive NFT marketplace. And they have 1 million transactions a month going through here. They have their own DEX. It's really cool. And shout out Blockchain Monkeys for hooking me up with the NFT for his new song that he's doing. He's doing a ton over there. Check him out if you haven't seen him. I'm drinking the CMOS right now, actually. It's awesome stuff. Ordered it from him the other week. Super healthy. I know us Hexicans are on the health and fitness. So definitely look into CMOS if you haven't heard of it. Yeah, imagine exactly CoinMarketCap being wrong. I don't know. It's very, very, very rarely are they wrong, but always double check stuff on CoinMarketCap. I mean, all the time, supplies, even the trading volumes are just all over the place. So always check multiple places. But back to Sologenics. So they're now burning Solo every single transaction that takes place, every NFT that launches on the marketplace on here. And this just went live about 2 or 3 months ago over summer. And with the XLS 20D update and NFTs going live on XRP or the XRPL, we now have multiple marketplaces that are going to be kind of interacting with each other, and interoperability is now taken over. And that's key here. We need to see everybody working with each other, being able to communicate with each other. Having Bitcoin on its own chain is worthless. You can't send it to an ETH wallet until that's taken care of, which I was reading yesterday. I forget who it was, but there's a company out there looking to have cross-chain swaps like Atomic Wallet, but you being able to send wallet to wallet and that asset automatically recognizing what chain it needs to go to and then automatically going there. But I mean, we're so early in this space. I mean, I can't stress that enough. We are so early. And with Coreum, they haven't even launched their mainnet yet. So we have Sologenics is around 27 cents right now. If you own Solo right now, you will get 2 more snapshots, I believe, for Coreum, the December and then the final snapshot. And also there's a lot of people that didn't claim or set up their Coreum trust lines and missed a lot of the airdrops. So all that Coreum will be, I believe there's going to be a community vote and it'll be divvied up among other holders. So that's just, every month an airdrop come into your wallet that you didn't have to do anything for. And Coreum is also, the technology behind this is unique. I really like Cosmos and that ecosystem. I'm starting to really explore Juno and some DeFi and Osmosis over there and really see what it's like. And it's different than Ethereum. And a lot of people like the WASM interact or WASM, code or process where applications can be written in many languages and compiled into modern Turing complete WebAssembly before processing. So that's the WebAssembly, I guess, WASM. I'm not technical, but I just know that when you see developers and you see people that actually use the technology, they like it. And it's something that they say they could see really, becoming popular in the future and transitioning away from the EVM. It's something to keep an eye on, everything in this ecosystem is we are so early that, nothing is guaranteed. All of these projects could fail. We never know. But that's why you need to do your research and try to find, 3, 4, 5 projects that pique your interest or fit a use case that these coins are going to be tackling in the future. We know tokenizing everything and digitizing assets is a priority of Goldman Sachs, of these major institutions. So it's just a matter of time before it starts happening. So to get out in front of the ball is massive. So with Sologenic and Coreum, you have a new layer 1 coming out that is interoperable, fast and secure, scalable and green. The whole compliance with the ISO standards, ESG, that's going to be a big topic moving into 2023, especially 2025 in the United States, when these are all law and they are all not just a lingo that you hear from streamers or on YouTube. It's actually coming. So the fact that this checks all the boxes, it's green, fast, it could catch on. It might be, it might be the next big thing. We never know which layer 1 is going to be a theta, and come out the next Polygon. It's impossible to know. But just doing research, I come across certain projects that just stand out, and they're tackling a use case that is inevitably coming in this space. And another coin that I like on there is Equilibrium. And this coin is a tiny market cap, under 10 million. But what they're doing is gaming. And we all know gaming is going to be probably in itself bigger than crypto is. Actually, it will be bigger than crypto is right now. It's going to be at least, I would say, a $5 to $10 trillion market cap in the next bull run, and just gaming alone. So Equilibrium was the first project that I found on the XRP ledger that's really going after the gaming ecosystem and launching games. I know X Spectre, I've seen a lot from them lately on Twitter and just around social media. And I know they were working, or X Crusaders, sorry, are working with Equilibrium, Hodlman, and then World of Equilibrium. I saw when I was in Vegas out at the Sologenics party, I got lucky and was able to see a sneak peek behind the scenes of the game and actually confirm that it's being built out. In the last bull run, there was a project that I was following and actually got lured into because of, basically greed, trying to chase pumps and find the new games that were coming out. And oh my God, wow. So Game Zone, when I sold out of this coin, it was 91 cents. So how this project worked was it was an incubator for games. They were just spitting out games left and right on their website. And you had to get in early into the pre-sale or you had to buy the Game Zone coins. You had to buy $20,000 worth and then stake them. But you earned 15%. So they did actually pay you back, which that was part of the scam that got me in. Was okay. It's a lot of money, but I'm gonna get a lot back in income in the staking rewards. And then I was watching the games when they came out, how fast they were going up. But I got caught up once I did it. They don't tell you that when these games launch, you only get 10% or 15% of your drop up front. So they launched 10 games over the entire time I was in here, but all the games they launched and you got 10% of the coins. So, okay, awesome. They're still up here. Perfect. So I was in Valhalla, Polygod. These were the ones I was in right here. And so I was like, wow, I'm going to put $40 into here. It's going to give me 40,000 coins. And when it comes out at $3, I'm going to make like $80,000. And little did I know that, no, that doesn't work like that. you get 10% of your allocation up front. So, which was great. I was still excited. All right, I'm still going to get, 10,000 coins right now. And I'll at $1, I'm going to get 50% of my money back right away. Nope, that did not work. As soon as the coins were released, you had to go immediately to Pancake Swap and dump them. I mean, if you waited 1 second, you could just watch the value go down. So my first transaction, first pre-sale Valhalla, got my coins ready to go. It says like 1.8 or 1.9 BNB. I submit it, fail. I had to set my slippage up to 8%. By the time I did that, that 1.8 Binance was down to 0.4. So all my profits were erased immediately on that first drop because I didn't set slippage high enough and I wasn't there fast enough. So I was like, all right, whatever. I got 0.4 BNB back, which was like at the time, I want to say like $200, maybe $150. Binance was like $650-ish. So I was like, whatever. Next time I'm going to get it. I know what I'm doing now. So the next coin came out was one of Revomon or one of these, whatever one it was. Same thing. I got my 15%. I got there right at 10 o'clock and I set my slippage and boom, failed. They upped it this time to 12%. And it was on one little tweet that they put out. And every time they kept increasing the slippage. So after it was all said and done, I ended up getting back maybe 6 Binance coins from all the pre-sales, which brought me back like $2,000. And at that point, the coin had dropped down from $1 to like, right up here to 90 cents-ish. It was right down in here. So I got out at 91 cents. So when I was all said and done, I took like a $2,400 loss because I didn't understand how this worked. So it was just an incubator. There was no games being made. They were putting up basically little digital simulations of these fake games. And I knew they weren't real, but I was just greedy trying to get out in front of these pre-sale scams. And sure, the only way you could have profited is if you were one of the first maybe 100 people in the first day. You would have made back your money plus a little bit. But I would say 90% of people lost money. And that was one of the greatest learning experiences for me personally, to see how these launch pads work on the inside. They don't tell you up front, another thing too, the second you lock up your $20,000, there's a 25% end stake penalty immediately. So if you get hesitant and you want to pull your money off immediately, $5,000 loss. So your money is stuck on there for, it was 2 weeks was a 25% loss. And then on the next 2 weeks, they dropped it down to 15%. So I had to take a 15% early unstaking penalty on top of the loss. And it was just a complete disaster. Yes, you were there. Yeah, you were in New York. It was last Thanksgiving. It was around this time of the year. And it looked so promising from the outside. But until you were in there and you saw the allocations, how they worked, you saw when the coins went public, because they made a huge deal on Twitter that if you missed the pre-sale for the public, you can come in and buy it. So the public was hyped because they thought they were going to come in and get a coin that was pumping. And it was just all the exit liquidity for people like me that were scrambling to sell it. And it was crazy, but 100%. We learned so much from that, and that was priceless. So now, I know exactly what to look for in games, in incubators. And that's why, I'm not going to talk about today, but coins like Seedify and Vulcan Forged and Gala, I'm bullish on for the same reasons I like Equilibrium. Is that I don't know what game is going to become popular in the future out of all these. The kids these days, the stupidest games become popular. So to bet on an individual game, to me, is not the play. Finding the actual incubator and the studio that's putting out the games is the play. That way, no matter if it's one of these games hits, Equilibrium as a whole will rise because of that. And these coins Equilibrium is going to be used in the coins, in the game itself, for features, for avatars, for skins, for weapons. So the way they're tying it all together, they're truly building an ecosystem, which is it's cool to see. And all the regulated in New York, and you still get exactly, bro. So the funny thing is we had to Irwin over here. Shout out to him. He was the reason I was allowed to even do it, because you weren't even allowed to access Game Zone from New York State. So I had to send Irwin the money, and he was the one that staked it for me from the Netherlands, so we could get around the KYC loophole in the United States. So it was all kind of a debacle trying to do that. But like I said, it was a great learning experience, and it's something that you can't you just will not know how these scams work until you see them up front. People can tell you all they want. I heard so much about how this stuff worked, how these scams work, but until I saw it firsthand, it was on a truly different scale. From the early unstaking penalties, from the coin tanking, from the allocations being horrible, getting 10% up front, and then over the next 6 months you get the other 90%. Well, 6 months from now, the coin's down 97%. So you can scratch off at least 75% of those are going to be worthless. And then on top of it, the slippage from Binance. The last coin, you could ask Lindsay, I had to set slippage at 40%. 40% slippage for the transaction to go through. And it was crazy. But that I would pay that $3,000 anytime for that learning experience, to be able to help anybody out of that situation, steer them clear of it, and at least show you what to look at and what red flags are there. And if there are red flags on Equilibrium, and these coins, I'll be the first one to tell you. But we're so early into these ecosystems that there's really not much that you can go on right now besides who's the team, what are the tokenomics, what are the lockups, how's the social media. There's not that much you can look at from the outside for stuff that's this early. But when you start to see the social media, you start to see that they're up here, it's authentic, it's actual human interaction. It's not just retweets, or you'll see this right here, where this is just a retweet where they retweeted the X Crusaders. But when you see scammy projects, you'll see all constant retweets. It's not authentic tweets. It's just bots retweeting, trying to make it look like it's a human behind there. But I've been following them for a while, and they've almost doubled their followers. And when I look at the followers that I know, and I start to see some of the people that I kind of trust and have start to respect after following some of their content and filtering out some of who the just scammers are, and that you start to get a good feel for these projects. So Equilibrium, at 10 cents right now, the downside to this is right now minimal. Look at that consolidation right there. This is not when you do not want to buy here at all. You want to wait for the capitulation. And I was facing reality. We were talking earlier about Hedera for the same reason. We were looking at the chart, and we saw the same thing, that long drawn out consolidation. And that's where you eliminate your downside risk tremendously. If you had bought anywhere up here, you're wrecked, and you had to DCA down, and now you have to really double down to get your entry points anywhere close to where reasonable. So keep an eye out on Equilibrium. This is evergreen alpha. Best skill you can have is to learn facts. Second is to learn fast from others' experiences. 100%, bro. Appreciate the love, man. I'm here to be as transparent and honest as possible. Like, I'm not hiding anything. I did a video going through my whole portfolio, what coins I own, where I own them, why I own them. I'm not in this to scam anybody. I'm in this to help other people be successful and not fall victim to the scams I've fell victim to. And there were only a couple, but they're so well done. I remember EcoFi. That was another one that I fell victim to. And I didn't know back before the .ios, the .pro, all the new websites. I went to ecofi.com like a noob back in, the early 2020. And I sent them an ETH, and it was just a fake website. And the real website was ecofi. I don't know, .gen or whatever it was, but I was on the wrong site and I didn't know it. And just the smallest little things will get you in crypto, and the scams are going to get more sophisticated. So, to have an eye out on stuff and have people you can trust, influencers that multiple people, not just me, go to multiple people and then go to the sources themselves. And you'll really save yourself from FOMOing into stuff. When your gut tells you, man, you just have that feeling, it's for a reason. You've done research, you found hacks, you found XRP, you found Solo, whatever you found that brought you here, you're doing the right thing. So if your gut tells you something is up, go with your gut. Very rarely is that not the situation where you're looking at something and it's just telling you, man, this is too good to be true, or this person on this team was a scammer before. How they changed. No, once a scammer, always a scammer. And I found that to be extremely true in this space. It seems to be rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. But hopefully that comes to an end, and the actual projects with utility start to come to fruition. So another coin after Equilibrium here is Elysian, one that I'm really, really bullish on, to be honest with you. This, out of all the coins, Solo, Core, Elysian, Casino Coin, I'm really bullish on these. And Elysian for a couple reasons. One, the airdrops are now done with. They had 3 airdrops over the last year that was a snapshot for their new coin, Athena. And me being a noob, I didn't know that you had to set your trust line up through your Bitfrost wallet. So I have my Elysian in Zoom, and Bitfrost is a wallet that's basically a Songbird wallet. It's not a Songbird wallet. It's a wallet for the XRP ledger, but I use that for my Songbird. So I have it delegated in there. And I didn't realize that you needed to set up your trust line in the Bitfrost wallet and then link your Zoom wallet to it to get the airdrop. So I had Elysian anyway, but I bought a little more for the last snapshot, not even realizing I'm not getting any of it now because I didn't set the trust line up in the right spot. So just the smallest little details, and it was in here too. They told you more. There was a couple tweets about it saying specifically that if you want the airdrop, you have to do it in the Bitfrost wallet. And, I overlooked it, and I'm going to miss out on massive airdrops for Athena, which is their new coin that they're airdropping. But the reason I like this coin is what they're doing is NFTs. We all see how popular they're becoming. I mean, stupid JPEGs are worthless, but when you start tokenizing statues and these Greek gods, that's when things start to become interesting. So these guys are now bringing like fine art and physical masterpieces, and they're calling them Phygital NFTs. So which is kind of a unique name that could catch on. And just when I was looking through this, it's really cool. I mean, these like art like this is so popular. I'm not really into art or anything, so I didn't know how big, people or these statues and just different types of history, I guess, or pieces like this are really popular. And people love these random statues, these gods. And I just see people going crazy being able to own something like this. These statues are all over the world in museums all over the place. So when you start bringing value to these, I mean, I don't know. I just think it's a unique use case that it's just, I don't know, it's different. And I just read through some of the articles in here, and it just caught my eye. And just the research that I've done over the years, just certain projects for certain reasons just kind of make you think or step back and think, and man, there's something to this. So this was just one that it just checks the boxes for me. Super interesting use case. And when David Schwartz and other people that are significant in this industry back it, that to me is significant. When people like that put their reputation on the line, I don't think that it's going to be they're not going to smear that for a stupid project. They're not going to put their name out on the line just for clicks and likes. So this just a cool project that only 100,000 holders that hold this coin. We are VASP like Binance. Okay, no, I thought, sorry, just misread that. But especially with XLS20 and NFTs going live on the XRP ledger 2 weeks ago on Halloween, a week ago, this is when these are going to start, I guess, launching, becoming popular. But we're just, like I said, we're so early in these things. So, Elysian, it's under a penny. Just something to keep an eye out if you are in the XRP ledger. If you're following stuff on there, this is just one that I'm keeping my eye out on, and will continue to do so. For the entire next cycle. These are, like, if you weren't here at the beginning, these are the coins that kind of stick out to me that I'm following, that I own. Chorus X. This was a coin that I got interested in because it was free. It was a really good way to onboard new users. They have a faucet right now. If you go to the zoom.community, if you have a Zoom wallet, you go to XRPL tokens, and then you just do a search for it. And it's the, what is it, 7th biggest coin. So they have 60,000 trust lines set up, and you just set your trust line and you can hit the faucet every day and you can get free coins. So it's free money on the XRP ledger. And they also have a cool use case. They're trying to connect musicians and creators. So if you're stuck, I was watching a video of it earlier. Say you're in the Netherlands and you're like Erwin over there, and you're looking for other creators, you can jump on the app, do a search, and it'll bring up other musicians or whatever you're looking for in the area that you're in. So, it's just a cool use case that I like. It's free. It's a faucet out there that you can hit once a day. And like I said, what's wrong with free money? And then there's also a use case behind it that's, you could tell this is someone that's building this project out of passion. You're not building this as a money grab. The coins were given out to the community, and they're trying to actually build something for musicians, for entertainers, and providing resources and service without hourly cost. So you just never know, keeping an eye out on stuff like this. It's free. You can hit the faucet every day. and they don't even have any of the market caps up here on Coin Market Cap. But you know, check out the website chorusx.com and hit the faucet every day. You know, collect those coins. It's free. There's zero downside risk to that. So just something that, you know, I thought was interesting. Keep an eye out on it. And then the last one is Casino Coin. And this Casino Coin, I've owned this for almost 3 years now. I bought it in the last bull run when it was before it was even on the XRP ledger. You had to have the Casino Coin wallet, and I had my coins in there, and it went through a disaster. I mean, one of the owners basically rug pulled the company. They fired him. I mean, this coin literally crashed to zero. I mean, I remember looking at my wallet and my coins were worth like $8 or something like that. And now it's like worth 300 or something. I mean, I put like $80 or $90 into it back in the day. But I mean, this thing went to literally zero. And I held it. And then out of the blue, there was an announcement on Medium that Flare Networks is adding Casino Coin to their network. So I thought, that's interesting. Well, out of all coins, why? And at the time they had also added Litecoin. They had also added Dogecoin, XRP, Doge, Litecoin, Filecoin, Casino Coin, and there was one other one. But just why go for those coins? So that just kind of made me do some research, and that kind of ultimately led to why I like Filecoin and doing research with them and seeing that they have partnerships and deals with Lockheed Martin. So that's the United States government. When you have deals like that, that's to me a sign that it's very, very hard for you to fail at that point. So, you know, Filecoin's like $5 or $6. It was 200 the last bull market. You know, the downside risk at $5-6 right now compared to the upside risk of 35-40x to its previous all-time high, to me it's a no-brainer. So tossing a couple $100 at that and just throwing it on my ledger and letting it sit there and just forgetting about it, just like I did with Casino Coin. You know, I bought it because I thought it had a cool use case, which is what they're trying to do is specifically for an industry that I was a big part of, which was online poker. You know, I played like a D-Gen back in the day on Absolute Poker, Full Tilt, Poker Stars, Party Poker, Absolute Poker, America's Card Room. I mean, you name it, I was playing on it back in the day. And there was always one problem with online poker is getting money on and off was always hard. You know, you couldn't use your credit card. Banks blocked it. So you had to go to crypto. And that's initially how I found a lot of these coins was playing online poker and withdrawing through crypto. And so it's always been a problem with the different, say you have money on Poker Stars, right? You have $100,000 on there. And there's a big tournament on the World Series of Poker.com. You can't just take your money from Poker Stars and send it to World Series and start playing over there. You have to withdraw it and go through the whole process. So Casino Coin, what they're trying to do in building a coin that is basically interoperable or accepted at all the online casinos is, I think, whoever is the first to do that is going to tackle a massive industry. If you can have one coin and you can go play on, you know, World Series of Poker.com, or you can go play on Poker Stars, or you can go, you know, play slots for Bitcoin, or you can go make bets on a gambling site. You know, whoever has that currency, whether it's a stable coin or it's a coin like Casino Coin, you know, they're going to be a massive industry leader. And Casino Coin is a digital currency developed specifically for the regulated gaming industry. That's key too, because that's what crushed online poker in the United States is regulation. They banned it out of the blue in 2011. I'll never forget the day. It was April 11th or 21st. It was a Friday. And all of a sudden, every site that I would place to play on was gone. You could not log in. The websites had like Department of Justice logos on them, and all the money was gone forever on all those sites, just like that. And it's never came back. So the fact that these guys are working with regulated gaming companies, that's super bullish to me. And, you know, working within regulated gambling and crypto e-gaming. With this at focal point, features and tools have been customized to meet both needs of the users and operators. So this is going to be potentially, I think, massive. You know, we'll see. But the fact that it's on the XRP ledger, which is one of the fastest out there, and we're with who knows with how bad this lawsuit could get. I mean, we just saw Library lose their case to the SEC, and what was it? They chose to go to summary judgment, I believe, and they lost, but Ripple denied that, and they refused to go to summary judgment, I believe. And now I think there's 12 amicus briefs out against the SEC, which I was reading this morning. That's like unprecedented. So that fact that XRP might get some kind of pass. I don't know if all the other coins that are on the ecosystem will get that same treatment, or if they'll have to go through the same SEC regulation. But the fact that they chose XRP to, as their ledger, that kind of makes me more bullish. XRP, we know they're fighting the SEC. When they come out on top, are these guys going to have a heads up on the industry? I know that lawsuit was to stifle the technology that Ripple has, to let Ethereum catch up to where they were, to let JP Morgan, Chase, all the banks have a chance at this. And now with Onyx, with Coreum, you're starting to see that the beast is all of a sudden relevant again. So I really hope this lawsuit ends soon, and XRP is, deemed whatever. It's let free. It can do what it needs to do. And like this right here, over 35,000 users have activated Casino Coin Trust Line. I'm just super bullish on this use case. Whoever can crack that coin, where I can take Casino Coin and I can deposit it on America's Card Room and play poker, or I can go play Bitcoin slots. If whatever coin that is that serves or solves that use case is going to be massive. So the only two that I know of are this Casino Coin, and the other one is poker, but it's not even really relevant. They're basically trying to build out a blockchain game, like a virtual online poker that looked like the old ones, but it's on the blockchain. And that the ticker for that is PKR, I believe. I'll find it. But that's really the only competition that I know of for Casino Coin. So, whoever tackles this industry, on this blockchain poker, blockchain gaming, the transactions between it, it's a massive industry. So I'm trying to see who wins it. I have bags of both of these. It's poker, awesome use case. You see FUD everywhere about it. It's a scam, rah, 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 rah. But there's beta testing. I saw videos of it, and super cool use case. And again, same thing with the price chart. I mean, look at the price chart. I mean, we're at 0.5 cent right now. I mean, this thing was at 50 cents. So, not financial advice, obviously, but it's just another coin that I have my eye out on for the use case. Simply, I love playing online poker back in the day, and these guys are trying to build what was 10 years ago on the blockchain. And you can come on here, you could sign up for early access. And also they have staking. So I have all my poker staked, earning like 11%. So passive income. I mean, that's what we talked about with Sologenics and getting your Coreum airdrop every single month, passive income. That's why the Hex, the T-share, is the most powerful instrument in all of crypto that I've ever seen in my 5-6 years in the space. What the T-share does, how it pays you every day without having to do anything, is it should be award winning. But Richard, he doesn't get his due. Someday it'll come to him. I think after Pulse launches, he'll get what he's looking for now. But we'll talk much more about that. Lindsay the Hexagon has a series coming out with Serena Alonzi, and they're going to be doing basically like a Hex News weekly show about Hex. So that'll be super exciting to see them, talking Hex, getting pumped up for hopefully the Pulse launch. But if not, I mean, there's a lot happening with Hex. We got a lot of stakes ending over the last month or two. So it could be exciting. The bottom, I think, is close for Hex. But time will tell. And the last thing I did want to mention on here is the Bored Apes XRP Club. I've had one of these for almost a year now. They just minted on the 5th. It's like 3 days ago. So I got my ape. He's like a Native American looking one. He's not like a rare one or anything, but it's cool. I like this project for the community. They had, in the middle of the lockdowns, they were one of the first ones that had the Twitter space type vibes, where they had Discord chats and AMAs, and the founders were on there talking, and they were just super cool. So it kind of drew me into the project, and I'm in it for the community. I bought it for a couple hundred XRP. I think they're going for like 500 or 600 now, but I don't care about that. The community is cool. The Discord's fun, and it also has passive income, believe it or not. If you once you own a ape, you set your trust line up every week, you get airdropped your bananas, and then you can stake them and earn, I think, 20% income. And they just like tripled in value over the last couple of weeks because the coin finally launched, and you were able to actually buy the NFTs with the bananas. But it's just a cool ecosystem. And then they have the hogs too, which they're cheaper. I think they're like $60 or something like that. And you'll be able to, I think, burn both of them and mute and get a new crazy mutant super ape or something. But I haven't looked into that yet. I heard that was coming. But yeah, to mutate your ape, you'll need one hog for each you own. So, just a cool community that I'm a part of, and I just been following. And now that XRP finally launched NFTs, Sologenics is going to benefit from it, just because the transactions, every transaction that happens on this DEX, and they have a bunch of NFTs on here. So they're going to start, from XRP, the XLS 20D to, I don't know what the name of these ones are. They're different codes. So they're not, you can't send them to the same wallet, but they are starting to have the same collections. You can start migrating them back and forth, I believe. So, all ships rise with the tides, right, Erwin? So it's just seeing that, the use case, seeing these being traded around, collections being minted, being out at the party in Vegas, and being able to meet some of the guys that were actually launching the projects. What was it? The Blue Moon Jewelers. I mean, they're a high-end jewelry store in Beverly Hills, and they're launching their NFT marketplace on Sologenics. And there were a couple undercover hexagons too. Shout out to them that are launching projects on Sologenics and their NFT projects. And they're going to burn Solo. And that in time the coin is deflationary, so inevitably is going to put a lot of, or alleviate a lot of the sell pressure from the coin. So it'd be interesting to keep an eye out on. So I added the entertainment platform URL to the page you're on. Awesome. Shout out CX Walmart. Thank you for coming by here, stopping in. Let me go back there. The entertainment platform on the page you're at. Course, X app, every single. Okay, here we go. Awesome. So okay. So here's the app on the platform on Chorus X. Cool. So I'll have to create an account on here. So Chorus X Social. Awesome. I appreciate you stopping in. So if you do go to the website, you can write off Coin Market Cap. You can just go CX1 is the ticker. You can just put it in and then go to the website right here. And then once you go there, you click the app and there's a little link to it right there. Yeah, every single NFT mint burns 3 Sologenics. So that's true. Every project that comes out there and just launches and mints burns 3 Solo. So every time, Blockchain Monkeys, he sent me the NFT on Sologenics that uses a little bit of Solo. So all these different use cases, even if they're tiny, they're all going to play a part in helping to pump up the ecosystem. XRP shoots up in price, that inevitably will pump up all the coins below it if Hart's law is really true. If all coins that are bonded by the same liquidity pairs, they should rise together. So that should follow suit for the whole XRP ecosystem with Sologenics and then Coreum. They're launching in January, their mainnet. So that's going to help Sologenics with what they're trying to do with the tokenizing stocks and the ETFs and all the assets. They need Coreum to thrive. So it's guys, and also the cards too with Solo. That's right. If you own Solo, 2,000 Solo, you can get a black card, a metal card, 500, get you the regular black card, 100,000. The Prestige, and 400,000 the Solo carbon fiber card. So you'll be able to right here get a free Solo card when you hodl Solo in your wallet. Little tongue twister. Spend your crypto and tokenized assets anywhere in the world where ordinary credit cards are accepted. You can choose to load your card manually or put assets in as collateral, so you never run out of limit. So this is just another use case that I'm super bullish on for Sologenics. If DeFi is really, really starting to be crucified by the SEC, they're going to get more creative with ways around it. And this is just another way. Good luck with the SEC coming after all stuff like this. Once you're decentralized enough, they're going to have bigger things to come after. So, I just love seeing this stuff. I think it's so cool. To me, this is what I envision myself using in the future. When owning Solo right now, getting my Coreum airdrop every month with Hex and Pulse Chain, coming out in the future. When taking profits in those coins, I don't want them to go to my bank. I do not want to have paper trails of that. I would much rather just swap to stable coins and be able to spend right out of my wallet. And this is what Solo is going to do. It's bringing this option to the table. And I know with Stellar and XLM, they're working with MoneyGram in the Lobster wallet, which is the Zoom for XLM. And they're specifically going after micropayments and instant settlement. When you open up the app right now, it says deposit with MoneyGram, pick up money with MoneyGram right inside the XLM app. So XLM Stellar is MoneyGram now. So and Lobster is partnered with USDC. So when you see Circle, which is USDC, that is mainstream not mainstream, that is big time VC money behind Circle. So when Circle's partnering with MoneyGram, with XLM to bring stable coins to their decentralized wallet for micro settlements, it makes me more bullish on this Solo being able to pull this off and you being allowed to have parts of tokenized assets around the world, KYC, obviously get verified, but then being able to sell them, swap them, and then spend without having to go through an intermediary or middleman. So, that this is just, it's awesome what's going on in this ecosystem. And I'm a fan of all of crypto. I want everybody to succeed in this space that is out to do good or is trying to help the world. I don't want scams to succeed. I don't want rug pulls to succeed. I'm talking about real projects that are tackling real world use cases that are making the world more efficient, solving friction, not just spewing out some nonsense, so solving the climate change narrative to better human. No, I don't want all that. I like stuff that's going to have utility and real positive utility that's going to affect change. It's like Hedera. I was talking to Facing Reality earlier today about Hedera a little bit. I can't even see it on here. It's probably hidden. But HBAR, what they're doing with their DLT and shipping with all the containers, shipping containers, all of them that are on the sea, 1 out of 3 are going to be on Quant or Hedera's ledger within a couple of years. When you see Atma.io, 6 out of the 20 world's biggest retailers are putting their product supply chains on Hedera. The testnet, 2,400% increase in transactions. You're starting to see stuff that I've been looking and reading about for years go live. These things are starting to actually happen right now. So it's super exciting, I think, just to be in all of crypto. This is what I was talking to Facing Reality about, the chart of HBAR. What do you see here? You see that this is what you want to see when you're buying coins. You do not want to buy the chops here because the capitulation is always in play and then the fall off the cliff. But when you see this here, falling off a cliff, it's going to take a black swan event for that to happen. And that's when you come in and swoop these up. The Hedera, XLM, the same thing with that chart. It still has not broken out. Algorand has started to a little bit. That's another one that I really like. They're partnering. They're doing a ton with FIFA. The World Cup coming out next week or starting in like a week and a half. I think half of the population of this earth is going to be watching the World Cup or tuning in at one point. So having Algorand on there, you're going to get in front of a lot of eyes. So you see this just massive consolidation. And now we're starting to trend up. Went from like 30 to 45 cents, 43 cents. And last month, you're seeing the nice little bump up. But coins like Hedera, they have not had this bump up yet. Stellar has not had that bump up yet. Look at that. Just chop, 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 chop. You're not there yet. But XRP has. It's started to make its move up. So I'm trying to find coins now and DCA into coins that have not had that pump yet. So you look at XRP, look at that. There's the months of consolidation, and then there's the pump up right there. Hedera, XLM, Casper did break out. What was it? XDC. These are all coins that are all ISO compliant that haven't really had that move yet. So these are the ones that I'm keeping an eye out on. And I'm DCAing into right now because I feel like now's the time. Again, right here, look at that. Nothing. Just straight sideways action. The downside risk, with XRP and them, that little pump up, the black swan event, you're taking a bigger hit than these coins that are still trending sideways like that. But what's FTX at now? 1465. Wow. So it's almost dropped $1 since we started streaming. So that's crazy, man. This could be big. If that keeps dumping, that we could see some major things happen. Let's see, when did this come out? That doesn't say. But yeah, guys, keep an eye out on FTX. I mean, this has the potential to just cripple this market. I mean, 50% down across the board. I mean, look at Doge. I mean, it had that pump because of Elon's Twitter up to like 13 cents. And now look at that, down 30%. So Black Swan comes, all those gains, people FOMO'd in up here and bought on the way up, all gone. And if you just stay patient and bought down here and sold on the way up and kept a little moon bag, you're sitting perfect. But that's why you just do not want to buy these pumps like that. So, look for coins like that. Let's look at Filecoin. Look at that. Just starting now to kind of break its way up a little, but not even. Still going dead sideways. And down 91% from the year. I mean, look at the partnerships Filecoin has. I mean, it's crazy. I think that coin is criminally undervalued. But I could go on for hours if I don't end it. That's all I got for today. I want to appreciate all you guys stopping by. Erwin, Chorus X, appreciate you stopping by. Tin Top, everyone else, and Mobius. You guys are legends. Appreciate the support. Wouldn't be here without you. And we will today, Tuesday, I'll be live with Blockchain Monkeys and Molly Thursday morning. And Lindsay and I will be doing a live stream Saturday and then potentially Friday night. But I don't want to interfere with the captain and them. So let them do their thing, have their time, and tune in and be a fan of the DS. So appreciate it, Tin Top. We will catch you guys on the next one.
At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance, we are the future of crypto.